Beerio, chaps. I have a double IPA from Foreign Objects. They are a current New England, I guess, and also, New York area gypsy brewer. And they focus on double dry hopped beers. They don't even call them IPAs, which is kind of funny. They just call them ale with hops. I think they are. I did have one of their lagers that was actually really good, and that was obviously, it could have been double dry hop, but they're doing a more traditional German Keller beer. So this one I looked up, and it's about exactly 3 weeks old, 8% alcohol, and they said they use top secret government research hops or something. Maybe that's a joke to mean experimental hops. They usually tell you the hops that they put in their beers, but this one they didn't make it clear. And it was brewed Bronx, New York. Interesting. Yeah, they said they're using a new milky, yeasty hop treatment to make it extra thick and gloopy and hazy because they've been moving around breweries, and the stuff that they brewed in the Bronx for the past few weeks or month have been not as hazy and not as impressive as the stuff they brewed at Clifton Park, which is where they're brewing before Single Cut bought that brewery, which used to be Schmaltz's Brewing, and they were tenant brewers, I guess, there. So we'll see if they've figured out how to get a really good hazy IPA from wherever they're brewing in the Bronx. I haven't looked it up, and that looks pretty hazy. I really enjoyed a lot of their beers. So hopefully they can get back to the quality that they had last year. And this brewery still isn't even a month old. That looks great. Head looks great. I'm smelling it already. Yeah, this is going to be a good one, I'm pretty sure. It's not the palest beer I've seen, but it is a really bright, pale orange golden. Oh, yeah, that's very, very nice. There's got to be Mosaic in here, for sure. I'm getting that really intense peach with a slight peppery spiciness to it. And a very slight candy note. Yeah, probably Citra and Mosaic, something else in here. Yeah, big pineapple, but really big on, peach and pineapple juiciness. It smells like puree. It smells like it's going to have some nice, thick, nectary qualities. And it is very hazy, but it's not gloopy, I would say. It's not looking chalky. I can prevent some of the light with my finger. But it smells so fruity with hints of candy notes, but whatever they did with their yeast this time, it really helps to bring out these really, really fruity qualities from the hops. Thick feel. Ooh. Really juicy. This actually reminds me of Bissell Brothers. It has a big fruity notes, a little bit of a slight candied estery note coming from the yeast, but not too much, not overwhelming it. I'm not getting a lot of vanilla yeasty notes, Hefeweizen type things going on. It has a good amount of bitterness to finish it, which I notice with a lot of Foreign Objects beers. They're really, really fruity, but they do finish nice and dry. Though it does have a juicy full body that seems like it's going to be pretty sweet, but then it finishes with a nice clean spice. Little bit of bite from actual bitterness, but no throat burn yet. Yeah, very peppery in the finish, but not quite. It seems like it's mostly peppery qualities from the hops. It's not a lot of big phenols from the yeast that would be more like clove or anything. This is very nice, but it does finish dry. It does have an actual IBU rating, I believe. Yeah, that's a really nice beer. That's all I have to say. I mean, there's no problem with this at all. I'm not finding any flaws that I don't like. Maybe, once I get to the bottom of the can, it won't be as pleasant. That happens a lot of times with these reviews. I get less enthusiastic about it once I upload the review, and then I kind of tell you in a little description. But this one is really nice. It has a nice. I do like this savory dry bite it has in the end, but it's not like off-putting weird, off flavors from the yeast or anything. The 8% is noticeable and a little bit of heat in the throat. But it's not boozy flavored, really. It's not boozy in the aroma. This is really, really well made beer. Did I even say what it? I didn't even say what it was called. I'll put it in there, but it's Precision Neurosis. They always have very interesting names for their beers, and they say this is hopped and hopped again and hopped again and hopped again and hopped again. So let's see. They said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wonder if they actually added hops at 5 different points in the brewing process. Maybe. But yeah, this is great. I would recommend snagging this one if you see it around from Foreign Objects. If you have been disappointed with some of the recent releases, they're getting back into the thick, milky, yeasty gloopiness. Though this is not nearly as gloopy and thick as a lot I've had. This is really well done, I would say. Yeah, if you're a fan of double IPAs from Bissell Brothers and even Trillium, I think you'd be a fan of this one. Especially if you want all this intense, super fruitiness, but then you want to finish dry and clean, a little bit spicy, make it a little bit easier to drink, then go for this. Yeah, I would give this 4.5. Foreign Objects, when they do it well, they are one of my favorites, honestly. Yeah, so 4.5 for Precision Neurosis.